This is a special edition of WeatherScope with the latest winter storm update.
And good morning. Thanks for tuning into the Weather Channel as we look upon yet another storm heading into the northeast. This one will probably break the all-time snowiest winter in Providence, Rhode Island as we work our way on in time. How about that? We're talking about 6 to possibly 8 inches of snow, and it's only going to take about 5 to do that. Let's show you the current analysis. We'll show you where the storm is, where it's heading, and what we see as we look at Bill Keneally in Cambridge in just a little bit. You can see our area of low pressure just off the North Carolina coast. Not really intensifying rapidly, but we do notice some pressure falls up through eastern North Carolina and Virginia, so it is definitely going to be heading that way. Already a swath of precipitation up through Virginia, some moderate snow now starting to come down south of the nation's capital, and that will be working in for your rush hour. So already we're starting to see some problems with this snow event into the nation's capital with some light to moderate snow. And on the back side of the system, an upper level system is producing a band of heavy snow right through north central Tennessee. And that's going to cause some problems today for folks in northern Alabama and Georgia, mainly through the morning and early afternoon hours. And that's something we're also going to have to pay attention to. Well, guess what, folks? We got Bill Keneally once again up in Boston, Massachusetts. This time, he's in Cambridge, Massachusetts, which is just west of the Charles River. And Bill, give us the scene this morning in Cambridge.
Highway. We're pretty much parallel with Interstate 93, a very busy thoroughfare which comes down from the north from the Merrimack Valley area. Traffic has built up quite a bit over the past hour. Once again, the day has dawned reasonably bright out here. I can still see some blue sky off to our northeast. The winds are not that big a factor right now. They're fairly light from the northeast, maybe 10 miles per hour. But again, Jim, the clear sky we had about an hour ago, we actually had the moon out when we arrived about 5:30. That appears to be diminishing quickly as the cloud cover is rolling in rather fast now from the southwest. A lot of folks on the road, as I've said. The airport is still very busy this morning. The airport officials will be meeting in the next couple of hours. They're going to try to form a contingency to deal with this snow event. As you had told me a moment ago, it looks like some heavy snow expected just after lunchtime.
Yeah, that's the problem period. I mean, if you go from 2 to 7 o'clock tonight, the computer models indicate that's when we're going to be in the most intense period of this event. And of course, that's not only talking about the airport, but the evening rush hour as well. Have you heard of any early closings going on?
I have not as of yet though, Jim, but again, holiday weekend upon us, a lot of folks on the go. This is going to be quite a central focus point for folks heading out of town, heading south, or heading into town, heading up into these ski areas in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. And adding to all that, obviously, the impending primary in New Hampshire on Tuesday. Folks are going to have a lot of trouble getting through Logan and also getting through the Manchester airport later on today, probably right on through Saturday.
All right, already an inch of snow on the ground in Washington, D.C., Bill, and it's coming your way. We'll check back with you in a little bit later on. All right, folks, let's go ahead and take a look at the analysis this morning of this storm once again and give you an idea of what we think is going on with this. First, the current analysis once again. We'll show it to you as we have it graphically, and that, of course, is the map with the low pressures and the fronts. And again, an inch of new snow on the ground in Washington, D.C., and this is this heavier band of snow which is working on northward. And don't forget, this upper level feature, too, is going to cause some problems for the south. So we got a twofold story here, really, as all this kind of comes together. Let me show you what happens behind this storm. We take you to Bismarck, North Dakota, where temperatures chilled out yesterday. We talked about back to our storm and talk about this once again. The upper level system is what's key right now. You can see the jet diving into this trough or this bowl of cold air, and it's this little twist right in through here that's produced a swath of snow from Des Moines on south and eastward. But as it moves through the south, it will continue to destabilize the atmosphere, and we think there's enough moisture for places like Nashville, Birmingham, Huntsville, Anniston, Atlanta, and eventually over into southwestern North Carolina and western South Carolina, for that matter, to cause some snowy problems. But as this thing dives to the south, it's also allowing the lower level moisture to get driven to the north, and that's why Bill has seen moonlit skies go into overcast skies this morning. You can see on our colored infrared how quickly this is expanded toward the north and east this morning, and that is what's allowing this moisture to move on off toward the north and east. So, folks, the upper level system again back here, the surface system here, this will be the primary system as it heads on up the coast. And from anywhere from, let's say, 10 o'clock this morning right on through 7 o'clock this evening, D.C., Philly, New York, and Boston will see a period of some very, very heavy snow. And if you're caught in the rush hour and if you're caught in some snarls, you're going to be caught off guard. And that's the deal with this storm, anywhere from 6 to 12 inches and some possible record-breaking events in places like Providence and also Hartford. We'll keep you updated. How about the rest of the nation? Looks like the floodgates will once again open out west. Not good news for more heavy rain. Let's go ahead into the studio and find out what that forecast looks like.
Here's the forecast.
With sand.